Hey guys, welcome to our 15th block-based programming tutorial. I realized in the last one, I think I said 13th when it was really the 14th, but we're on our 15th block-based programming tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to change size by a certain number as well as to set size to a certain percentage. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. But let's once again only focus on Larry. Casey's going to be out of the picture right now. We'll move her down there and we'll focus on Larry up here. Okay, so in the last tutorial we talked about costumes. We're not going to worry about costumes right now. So we're going to drag these blocks off the screen. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is changing size by. All right, so the size down here that we talked about a few tutorials, I guess one of the beginning tutorials, this is actually set at size 100%. Okay, so he's 100% of what he should be right now. If I want to change the size to, let's say, I want to change it to 50, right? That really changes him to 50% of what he should be. So 50 makes him a lot smaller, right? So if I put him back at 100, he's at his normal size. But let's say every time the space key is pressed, I want to add 10 to his size. So it says change size by. That's really adding a certain number to whatever the size already is. So if the size is at 100, it's going to add 10 to it. So each time I press the space key, he's getting a little bit bigger. And you see down here the size is at 120. Now it's at 130. And if you want to change the size and make it smaller, right, instead of minus 10, or instead of plus 10, you can add minus 10. So if I press the space key a couple times, so it goes down to 130, 120, 110, and 100. You can also change this number. It doesn't have to be 10. It can be, let's change size by 20, right? So space key's pressed. He's moving up by 20 each time. And let's also say when he's clicked, when the sprite is clicked, let's just set the size back to 100%, okay? So space key can get as big as he wants, right? He's all the way at 373%. If I click him, it should go back to 100%. Okay, so once again, I'm adding a bunch to the number, and I click him, and he goes back to 100%. I can change this number as well, just like before. So let's say every single time I want to set the size to 50% every single time I clicked him, right? And let's say I want to subtract, I'm going to make up a number, 23. 23 was my dad's baseball number and was my number for a while when I played baseball. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. So every time I click the space key, he should be getting smaller by 23. What happens if I go smaller, right? So that's as small as he gets. So if I click him, he should move back to 50% again. Okay, so that's how you would use the change size if you're looking to change the sprite to a certain size. And you're going to be using something like this later on. So make sure you remember this. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next tutorial.